What's good? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Had a really good topic to speak on today, but for the live stream. But I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. We're gonna go live tomorrow. Detroit Pistons. We're gonna do 2 line videos today, and maybe call it a day. But this is the first one. Definitely appreciate everybody pushing us to 1,000 subscribers. Let's keep it going. Keep sharing the videos. Don't forget, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you know we upload and go live. And we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If I didn't mention that before. And today the topic is talking about, which line is the second most important offensive option for Matthew Stafford's skill-wise position. Who is the most important other than the offensive linemen? Tight ends, running backs, fullback, receivers. Who is the second most important offensive player at a skill position other than Matthew Stafford? And you can go many ways, Many ways, with this thing, man. You can go, Golden Tate being a safety valve in a slot. You go Marvin Jones being the most important player outside. You can say the development of Kenny Galladay. Learn the route tree. He could be the most dangerous receiver on the game. You could say, Luke Wilson, because, Ebron didn't do what he's supposed to do in the middle of the field. And that could be the most crucial part of Luke Wilson, get it together and control the middle of the field and really make a lot of big catches. Then that can help, Stafford, get some relief on the outside and get more one-on-ones. It can make Golden Tate that much unguardable. You can go to the running backs. You can say theoretic in this New England probably Patriot type of philosophy, because I know people say, well, Jim Bob Cooter still is the offensive coordinator, but Matt Patricia has an offensive background. That's what people don't know. And, he could bring that philosophy of, using theoretic more often as a Deion Lewis type of receiving backfield and running back out the backfield. And he can open up a lot of things with Texas routes and coming out with option routes. You could say LeGarrette Blount, because the Lions have recently, historically, struggled in the short yardage situation. And, a lot of the mismanagements that we talked about in the Matt Patricia video, I said the number one thing I want to see from him this offseason was managing the game, where a lot of the other Lions coaches failed to succeed at game management. And somebody mentioned, LeGarrette Blount would probably close that gap in the comment section, they said, because a lot of the mismanagements came in the red zone in a short yardage situation. Development of Kerryon Johnson, can he be the running back that they need him to be and get a lot of, explosive games? Can he mimic or mirror Le'Veon Bell and get in lines that dimension they never had? Because then that could open up the offensive scheme for everything else if he can run the ball and be dangerous, because he's a utility Swiss Army knife as well too. And he's more of a workhorse running back. Don't let the 6-foot frame or the 6'1" frame of 213 fool you. He carried the ball 30, 40 times like Auburn, and he can catch it out the backfield as well. You can call Amir Abdullah too. I know it's funny as it sounds. Maybe with a new coaching staff and more confidence, he might ball hard better. You go Michael Roberts too. He's another red zone threat. And another potential, tight end starter. So there's a lot of different ways that you can go. It's a lot of important guys, and a lot of times it's hard to just pick one. And that's why, I made a difficult question: which one is the most vital, the most important to in the second one? And you, like I say, you go a lot of different ways, man. A lot of different ways. But knowing that, a lot of these guys touch the ball at Matthew Stafford's leisure. And who he wants to throw to, I think it's going to come down to the running backs. We know Stafford can make it work without a running game, but he really can't get those wins he needs. It's harder. It's harder without always seeing, without seeing 8, 9 men in the box, even on third and short. Those passing lanes is harder. He got to be that much more accurate than the next quarterback because, he don't have they don't fear the running game. There's no fear, so he got to make tight throws, in tight windows. So whereas, a Brady got a bigger window to throw and a bigger margin of error because there's a threat of a Burkhead, it was a threat of a Deion Lewis, it was a threat of running backs running the ball. They were so balanced on offense that you didn't know what was coming. And he would play action and automatically the defense would bite and he'd have a big throwing lane. You know what I'm saying? And if he wanted to drop back 20 times in a row, it was still the threat that they was going to run the ball. So they couldn't put that. They couldn't really sacrifice an 8, 9 man in the box all the time. But when with the Patriots, they then when they didn't put the 8, 9 men in the box, they could run the ball. The Lions don't have that leisure. With just regular 7 in the box, they couldn't even get 3 yards. Couldn't average 4 yards, 5 yards. So that's why it comes down to the running backs. And it will be a running back by committee, but I still strongly believe that Kerryon Johnson and LeGarrette Blount as a combination is going to be very, very vital to this offense's success. Because if they can handle short yardage and they can handle the grunt of the running back responsibilities, and Kerryon Johnson catch the ball out the backfield and run the ball and really make an impact, and the offensive line can give him them holes, or you're not gonna always get those holes. He can make something happen out of nothing, like he did at Auburn. He was the FBS running back leader in yards at the contact. If he got that vision and that tough stiff arm he got and bring it to the next level, and he's able to slash and gash and all defenses, Matthew Stafford is going to have a career year. Yeah, LeGarrette Blount is able to pick up those short yardages, and then, on 3rd and 1, you can do a play action, because you're going to get a one-on-one with Galladay and Marvin Jones on the outside. You can line Golden Tate in the backfield and flex him out. You're going to get a linebacker on him, and he's going to be the linebacker off the line. You get more creative. And that opens up for everybody else. And like I said in our other video last week or earlier this week, it's time for the mentality of the Lions to change out of the dome mentality. And what is the dome mentality? Oh, we a high-fly offense. We a pretty offense. No, you need to see what the New Orleans is doing. They got rid of that dome mentality. And the reason they got rid of it is that not only that Sean Payton's a smart guy, and he had to evolve that offense, but Drew Brees is almost 40 years old. He can't be dropping back 30, 40, 50 times. No matter how good your offensive line is, your quarterback arm is old. His legs is the reason he can throw. They are getting old. And also you open up him to more vulnerability to getting injured. That's the issue. So to keep a fresh quarterback in Stafford healthy, you need to run the ball more. And they got 4 capable running backs to do that. And LeGarrette Blount, short yardage, he's a heaven sent if he can pick up short yardage. Frank Ragnow can block up the middle, and him and Graham Glasgow can get to push up the middle. The lines will be improved. But those running backs, in particular, Johnson and LeGarrette Blount, is going to be really, really responsible for the success of this team, in my opinion. And I say team because if they're able to run the ball and grind it out, it's going to keep the defense fresh. It's going to wear out the other defense, and it's going to keep the offensive drive sustained. So they the 2 most important ones, man. And ultimately, if I had to pick one, I had to pick Kerryon Johnson, because he's younger, and his overall development is going to be how good Stafford and how good this offense will go. And that's just the truth of it. And I think the next most vital guy is probably Golden Tate. I do. Because Golden Tate is gonna really benefit from a running game, and if Luke Wilson can't do what Ebron could do, and he gonna see the most one-on-ones. Trust me, he gonna see a lot of one-on-ones and a lot of mismatches in the slot. This season, it shouldn't be no reason why he don't have the most balls caught in the team. It shouldn't be no reason he don't have 100 balls. He can't be guarded in the slot, especially on play action, especially running the ball the way the Lions should run the ball this season. It shouldn't be a contest. Shouldn't be close. He should be the second most important guy on the squad, man. As far as offensive skills, and we know how vital that offensive line is. And without the line, I gotta say this: and without them blocking, run blocking, and pass blocking, they the most important. What they do up front is really gonna indicate what this offense eventually end up doing. Truthfully, if they can get the push and the running backs can run the ball, Stafford gonna have a big year. But just talking skills positions, it's gonna be Kerryon Johnson and LeGarrette Blount. They gonna be the bell cows for this offense. Outside of Matthew Stafford, because we know without Stafford, this offense don't go. Nobody got any confidence in Rudock right now, and I'm pretty sure our confidence is even more worse in Matt Castle right now. But like I said, Michael Roberts is another one. Talking about developing second-year guys, developing Roberts, Kenny Galladay, Those are two guys that can shock the world and get in there and start and get some burn. You know, Roberts looked physically good. He looking good in camp. And Kelly Galloway, I haven't heard a lot from him, but for him, I think it's basically route running and getting muscle and getting more durable body. I think the physical grind going from the MAC, Northern Illinois, going from the MAC into the NFL. That's one of the tough transitions for guys that come from mid majors and come from college in general. Just the banging and the grinding of this national football league. I think he should come back a year stronger, and he's a matchup nightmare, man. Because if he comes on, let's just take the running game out of it. Who do you double team? If he comes on, Tate, Jones, and Galladay, who do you double team? And what's gonna make him more dangerous? Because I don't want to give away the next video. Is him developing an NFL type of body, a more durable body. That's one of the things. But like I said, those running backs is gonna be, the Lions gonna be on the right side of 8-8 or on the bad side, or they're gonna be 8-8. That's really what it's gonna be. But I definitely appreciate you guys for listening. It's Motor City Sports Talk. Like I said, I'm gonna go live Sunday. Sorry I missed Saturday live. It's an important day, so drop one more video tonight, God willing. Definitely feel blessed for reaching 1,000 subscribers. Definitely thank you guys once again for sharing the videos. Continue to share them. Tell your friend, because this season I got a big surprise coming. It's gonna be lit. We out.